Hour. Woo! Just on time.
Yay!
Thank you, everyone.
Were we on time?
We were, thanks to me.
What?
Thanks to me. What
I'm
were you
always
doing?
on time.
I was working. I worked a little bit late because I was late to work this morning.
You're the only person I know that's late to work from home.
Shut up. You sound like my boss. You sound like my boss. I don't know what happened. I was sleeping.
I think your boss is right.
And then I set up the stream, got one topic, not multiple topics.
Well, I got to back up maybe one or two backup
and set the thumbnail and made a sandwich and ate it. And then you're like, "Oh, you got to push the time. Could have pushed the time." I'm like, "No, we don't.
I'm the face of the show.
I'm a face of a show too.
Oh, that's what you call it.
So Chris is here for the exclusion hour. That's right.
Yep.
You're all excluded. You're in the chat.
Mind you,
it's not.
I called them.
It's not exclusion. It's we could get done in an hour if there's only a couple of us here. If there's more people, by the time you get through everyone, it's not an hour.
That's what you're going with?
That's it. I could do multiple streams when I do a power hour, when I do a smaller show and then a big show. Like I probably will do an MME live tonight, or I'll contact Voltaire and do a mic drop episode because we haven't done one of those in a while.
Or you can come on my shows tonight.
Maybe.
Yeah, you owe me from last week's show.
Okay.
Just saying.
Anthony Cheeseman's here for the power. Please, Degrassi, thumbs up my video as well. I mean, the chat. Degrassi's not, especially when I was dogging him last week.
You were dogging him last week
on his hot take, but you said no politics this time. No politics.
No politics.
No politics this week. You're sick of it.
I'm sick of it.
Okay, I understand.
2024. Yeah.
Degrassi says it's a fun film, overhyped for sure. Yeah, the first reactions are coming in, so that's the big news. There's also a new Joker trailer, which I didn't get to react to yet.
I know we should,
but we should right after the power hour. But I'm nervous about reacting to Warner Brothers trailers. If it was Marvel, I'd be fine.
Why?
Marvel, Disney, because Marvel's actually give me. I mean, Warner Brothers actually gives strikes sometimes randomly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think they will, but who knows?
I don't think I've received a strike yet.
And I'm looking at my chat, and I only have one like on mine. Wow!
I have 4.
I'm gonna go. I was going over to yours next. Please remember to like my channel too, please.
I got 2.
Because
I'm going to your channel now.
No, I was checking mine first, and then I'm going to yours now to thumbs up the video.
What's your channel again?
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Oh, it's entertainment, not and.
No, and. Let me see. Here's the proof. I always thumbs up Bruce's content there. See. All right, so let me check to see what the chat is doing here. It's not complicated. It's kind of a mess, and it almost makes it better. Cal's calling me lazy. No, Cal. I've just been so busy. I needed to catch up on some sleep. I think I really did. Am I getting a Deadpool and Wolverine bucket? I'm afraid to start collecting buckets.
Their buckets are going for 130 and up on eBay.
The Deadpool and Wolverine ones?
Yes.
Okay. Degrassi also says a lot of people will be disappointed because there's no way it can match up to what they built up in their minds. Way to keep it still negative, Degrassi. That negative.
I agree with that take, because people who have this idea that it's going to be the perfect film. It's going to be.
I didn't say perfect. It's gonna.
A lot of people have said it's going to be perfect.
No,
even Grace Randolph said it was perfect.
No, it's
how much did that Disney show get paid?
How much did what?
How much did that Disney show get paid?
Oh, Grace.
She likes Disney more than she likes Warner Brothers.
I don't think so.
Come on, we all know the truth. Come on.
If I would not go out of the country just to get a Deadpool and Wolverine Whopper, but it's ridiculous that they don't have that in the States, and they wonder why all these chains are going out of business here.
We don't need Whoppers.
I need a Whopper.
You sure?
Hey, Daniel, Sean. He's also Degrassi's. We could do a breakdown of the Joker trailer and not actually play it, just go scene by scene. See.
Yeah, we could do that. Then do an official reaction after the show.
Mm-hmm.
That works for you?
Yeah. Chris Gore said it was perfect. Okay.
Well, Chris Gore actually had a funeral for Star Wars. I do
not know how that man still has access. I don't. I don't.
It's crazy.
I don't know how he has access to anything. Really, truthfully. Let me actually pull up the first reactions now. Let me see. I'm trying to find the best place to get it. I'll go to Joe Blow first. Hopefully they give enough there. Mm-hmm. Let's get to these first reactions. This is one of my most anticipated movies this year.
Yeah,
Bruce, not so much.
You built this up in your head to be the ideal.
No, I didn't. No.
Saving.
I don't think it's going to
be all movie of all time.
It's going to be perfect. It's going to be a $3 billion movie. I think so, because it's got the laughs, it's got the violence, it's got the characters. It has everything you want in a comic book movie.
Yes, it's like James Gunn and Taika Waititi join together and make a movie.
That's not no.
Jokey.
No.
Did I say jokey?
No. Taika Waititi, I don't think anyone takes him seriously anymore. Like as a contender for box office, he's really fallen off hard after Ragnarok. Yeah. And I said it before. I think he's very talented, but he's one note. He's got one type of joke, Whereas Deadpool is all different kinds of humor in there. The gross out humor, the violence humor, lots of cameo humor. It has everything. Yes, I do think it's going to be instantly rewatchable.
It's not even going to make 1.5.
If all the rumors are true about the cameos in it.
I can tell you this, no.
And
you didn't see, you haven't been watching the news lately.
What, for Deadpool Wolverine?
Yeah, Kevin Feige and his team intentionally leaked these rumors to get people hyped and misinformed so they wouldn't think about the real
I think you're fake news. I think you're fake news. I don't just show me the proof. I'm gonna do.
You're asking for proof, Mr.
Yes,
I don't research anything, really.
I'm gonna do Perp and Bruce. Show me, or I don't believe it.
I'll show you. You want me to show you the whole thing?
Callie, shut up, please. Get over here. Get over here. Come on, say hi to Bruce. He misses
Hey, Callie.
You. Come here.
Hey, Callie.
Callie really liked Bruce. She was laying by his feet.
She was laying on my lap.
Oh, your breath is kicking. Whoo! I don't know what you were nibbling on outside. Ew.
Oh, here we go. Right here.
All right, hold on. I'll put her back. I know. Hold on a second. Well, you could go.
Yeah, I got it. I got this. So, Max needing proof for the first time in his life asking for proof of something. Where is it? Here we go. Bring this up for you guys so Max can take an L again. Here we go. Marvel planted fake leaks to protect Deadpool and Wolverine cameos. They were misdirections on the internet and in person to protect the secrecy. So, all these cameos that people have been saying that are coming and possibly want to see have been misdirections from Marvel planted fake leaks. So, I don't think you're going to get as many cameos.
Variety, what is this fake news you're bringing up?
It's Marvel planting fake leaks to protect Deadpool and Wolverine cameos. Like I said, you wanted proof? Here's the proof. It's on the screen. Take the L and move on.
Where's the quote?
What quote?
Where are they getting? It just says Marvel planted.
Hold on.
Okay, they were misdirect. But who's saying this? Who's saying this in Variety? I think it was
executive producer Wendy Jacobs.
Wendy Jacobs, who?
She's an executive producer.
Okay, that's cool.
Or Deadpool and Wolverine.
Maybe James Gunn's doing the same thing. Who knows?
I don't know. Mm-hmm. So there's your proof. So are you taking this?
All
out?
Right. I
are
guess.
You taking it out? Thank you.
Fine.
All right. Back to your story.
The box office or the first reactions.
Yes.
DL says, I don't blame them. These scoopers are relentless. Do what you can to protect the film. Yes, I agree. I agree to a point, DL. But if you have stuff that's exciting and then you're putting that out as misdirection to keep the secrets of the film, and that's not in the film, that almost does the opposite and hurts the film with unrealistic expectations based on what people have seen already. So if it's cool stuff, you're like, oh, we misdirected you with some really cool, like with Blade, for example, like with Wesley Snipes' Blade. If he's not actually in the film and they put that out there to try to keep the real secrets, that's going to be like, oh.
Well, it's
no, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I blame, you know what? I blame fanboys because they go online looking for scoops. And information on these films.
Bullshit.
And then when they build these films up in their heads, they get disappointed when they don't see anything. This is where I
get consistently angry with my fellow panelists on Movie Talk. Rumors, scoops, the business of these movies, all this keeps it in the conversation all year round. And it helps the business. It helps if we're consistently talking about this. So I do respect that they're trying to keep the secrets out. But if they do something that's really cool and it's not actually the film, that's going to have the opposite effects, I think, to help box office. But he's also said that he's considering only having one trailer per movie. Bradley's just called me a loser, I think. Thank you, Bradley. I appreciate that. If you're upset about cameos more than anything in the film, you have a loser mentality. Listen, the story in the film comes first, but let's not pretend that cameos and referencing your whole universe of movies does not help the movie. And the audience consistently rewards that. And I would think that's part of the reason Marvel's been caught slipping in recent years. And that's part of the reason that some of the stuff doesn't really, the end credit stuff isn't that great.
Oh, look how the cameos
doesn't link up.
Look how the cameos were built up in Doctor Strange 2. People were so hyped to see all these characters, and then when they finally got them, it was meh.
So Voltaire says he loves the power bottom hour.
Why, you want to be the power bottom? I'll be a part of power top.
Okay.
Just buy me a bidet.
And that's been a part of Marvel's shtick for all their huge event movies. It's worked out fine for them, aside from the stupid shirt they did with Hulk. And Strange, Doctor Strange, are you on board, Strange, to be on a stream on Thursday? You said you were going to go. I got my ticket. Deadpool is a douche. The misdirection is a douche move. I guarantee is shown that isn't in the film will be replaced by even better scenes. I hope so. But I do cry and moan about cameos and unrealistic expectations. So you are calling me a loser, Bradley, but it's okay.
Why hasn't the Rotten Tomato score has been released, and why haven't reviews been allowed to happen? I'm confused. If it's such a great movie, where are all the reviews?
Because of all the secrets in it, Bruce. Yes, that is a factor that movie studios, when they're not very confident, they may wait till a movie right before it's released, before the review embargo. But the other reason the industry does that is to keep secrets if it's a movie that has a lot of spoilers. So just because they're holding it, Bruce, the kingdom of negativity, does not mean it's a bad movie. They're trying to keep the
not the kingdom of negativity. It's the kingdom I don't give a
no, it's not going to flop hard, and Twisters.
It's not going to flop.
I honestly, I actually feel bad now that you're going to mention that. I feel bad for Twisters, which is a bright spot in the theater and a throwback to old school blockbuster Hollywood movies. But I think the drop is going to be intense because of Deadpool. That may also be why it did so good last weekend, is people want to see Twisters now instead of waiting another week because Deadpool's out. Kingdom of Awesomeness.
Who said that?
Doctor Strange. You. Kingdom of Sensibility. Okay, we get it, Degrassi. We understand that you're not on my channel. You're on Bruce's, and you're a Bruce fan. That's great.
No, you gotta be a realist with a lot of these movies and projects, because just because whatever people want in their heads doesn't happen on the screen, it usually leads to bad reviews and shit talking about a movie, even if the movie's good or not.
If people really want cinema, why are they letting original movies flop out there here with this nonsense? Yes, original movies come out and it does not get the support. People say things, but they don't actually mean it. They actually want sequels, reboots, and multiverse stuff and all that other things. They don't actually want original movies because they don't support it. Okay, so let's actually get to the reactions here. Let me make this bigger. Our own Jimmy to the O has seen the Deadpool movie and says it's a massive blast of fan favorites, and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman relish the on-screen adventure. While seeing together is great, the new film very much falls into the MCU territory when it comes to story. I'll read it on Twitter. When it comes to story and villains, thankfully, it still wears the R rating proudly. MCU fans will likely delight in the carnage. This is Brandon Davis. He usually gets those exclusive interviews. Deadpool and Wolverine is an insane, bombastic Marvel wet dream. He's promising you a wet dream, Bruce. That's how good it is.
Oh, please. I've heard reports of people crying.
You're going to get wet while you sleep in your dreams thinking about this movie. That's how good it is. A Marvel wet dream.
I'll pass on wet dreams. I'm not. No.
With Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, are you kidding? I don't think.
I'm good. I'll pass. I'll pass on a wet dream with those two.
I wouldn't. Plenty of surprises.
You're a whore.
With epic action, excessive violence, and relentless humor, most of which landed for me. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds over-delivered. It's a lot to process. I had a blast. The Hollywood Handle. Deadpool and Wolverine is exciting as you've expected to be. It manages to have the same tone as the previous films with super funny jokes. It is a story that will have you laughing and crying. Hugh Jackman delivers one of his best performances, and the film is I have to continue on Twitter. One of his best performances, Wolverine, the film is packed with great surprises that thankfully don't affect the course of the story.
This is not Beaches. I'm not crying.
I actually do not like that. I actually do.
Deadpool movie.
I actually do not like that reaction. I want surprises that affect the story in the MCU. I don't want them just to
It's
be
predictable.
I don't want just superficial stuff. Okay, so let me get back to the reactions here. Let's see who else. Sean Tajipur. No, I said I don't want them to just be superficial surprises, just like, oh, that was fun. I kind of want them to impact the MCU as a whole, like some of the stuff.
Well, we knew this wasn't going to impact the MCU. I don't think anyone had that in their head that it was. This is just a way to get Deadpool to the regular universe, the regular MCU universe. So it's not going to change anything.
Cal says he's going to cry. I've wanted to see Wolverine in full costume on screen since I was 7. So yeah, I'm going to cry. Great. Dr. Strange says, I'm predicting that Wolverine and Colossus will do their signature move, the fastball. I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fastball right in as well.
Sean Tajipur, Deadpool and Wolverine is a game changer for the MCU as its biggest, boldest, and most badass MCU film since Infinity War and Endgame. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are the ultimate duel we've all been waiting for. Lyra Hale, just watched Deadpool and Wolverine, and it was Marvel's effing love letter to comics, and the characters in it from start to finish had an absolute blast. Trust me, go in blind, don't spoil yourself. The trailer gave us nothing. Wow. This one said the trailer gave us nothing. Go in blind if you can. Don't read the spoilers, and it's going to give you a blast.
Yeah, but I agree with Degrassi. All first reactions from people that saw the previews, they are all positive. Mm-hmm. Black Adam, Shazam, and then they got destroyed when actual people that didn't get access saw the movie. So, just saying.
Deadpool and Wolverine is the shot in the arm the MCU desperately needed. Vulgar, violent, scathing, and at times even touching. This R-rated romp holds nothing back, delivering on everything its fans want them with maximum effort. It even manages to pay respect to Fox eras. Continued on Twitter. Let me see.
Probably movies.
Legacy, well, ushering in new one for Marvel. It feels damn great to see Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine, and his hilarious banter with the pitch perfect Ryan Reynolds is the heart of what makes this entertaining film work with its convoluted multiverse plot. Despite the literal and figurative messiness, I had such a gigantic smile on my face the entire time. It didn't matter. One door has closed, and many more have now opened, leaving you with a sense of excitement and anticipation I haven't felt from the franchise in a very long time. There you go. Let me see. Let me see. But the real question is it still going to be good without TJ Miller? You know, now that TJ Miller is not in Deadpool 3, can it still be that good? Yes, TJ Miller isn't there. Are you sure? Are you sure, Bruce?
Sure about what?
Can it be this good without TJ Miller? Because TJ Miller is never going to work with Ryan Reynolds again.
I think it's going to be as good as people want it to be.
I actually, even though, you know, I don't like TJ Miller that much, he was funny in the first 2 movies. All of these shows are on the right pills. The Flash was supposed to be the best comic book movie ever. It was, according to Joe. Why would it be hated by the grifters? There is nothing they could say about this movie.
Well, they won't say it because they know this movie's going to make money.
They don't. there's not a lot to grift on this movie.
Well, they could always grift on the fact that Deadpool is a member of the LGBTQ plus community.
They won't touch that.
No, of course not.
No. Okay, so we got the reactions out. Should we look at the Joker trailer, or do you want to wait till I forgot, what did you say? Do you want to be fresh for a reaction later?
I don't know if you saw the Rebel Moon trailer yet, the Red Band trailer.
I watched your reaction.
You did. You actually watched my reaction.
Let's do a topic on Rebel Moon. Let's get this. Hold on.
Hold on. Pull that up. I'll be right back.
Pull it. I have to pull it up. I'm making the banner. Wow. I have to do all the work on Power Hour. Rebel Moon director's cut. Do you care anymore? I'm gonna see if I can make this red. Okay. I gotta be honest. Let me see. Some people are popping in the chat. Hectic Ortiz, an ad just popped up in the middle of a live stream. What? Really? That's weird.
What?
Okay, so I watched my first time watching the Rebel Moon director's cut trailer was on your live
reaction,
stream.
you said. Go
yeah.
ahead.
My initial impressions were that the trailer looked good, but I just don't. And in the past, I have said that Zack Snyder's director's cuts are better than the theatrical.
Yes, you have.
And this trailer looked good. The action looked better.
Yes.
But without the template of really cool characters, I don't see how this is going to hold anyone's attention for 6 hours. I'm sorry. The characters, 7 hours with both of them. I'm sorry. And I love Zach. And it's weird that I have to give all these disclaimers. The characters are not cool enough to hold my attention for 7 hours. I mean, maybe there's some really good action sequences, and I'll watch some action sequences on replay. But the first thing I said, and the first thing that makes a lot of these movies fail, including like superhero movies, is a lack of a good villain. The villains are bland and generic in here. They really are. And
the same could be said about
Deadpool's
villain. Right?
Yeah, but Deadpool is way more charismatic.
You're excited for Cassandra Nova? Really?
Deadpool is way more charismatic than what's the main actress in Rebel Moon? What's her name? I can't even remember her name.
What?
I can't even remember her name. Her character's Cora. She is Sophia Boutella cannot hold my attention for 6-7 hours where Deadpool can. No, Deadpool doesn't have the greatest villains, but he makes up for it with his personality, I don't see it. With that said, I will watch it. I don't know if I'm going to finish it. If I don't see a big improvement in the first half, I don't know if I'm going to finish. Samir says that certain scene looks fire.
Yes.
Austin Lien says, didn't you meet her, Austin? I thought you met her at the Netflix thing. A tree is more charismatic than Sophia Boutella. Oh man. And there was a weird. Listen, I love Zach, but it's really starting to feel like he's got some. He's really into hentai or something. with that tentacle stuff.
Oh, it's an homage to Japanese animation. What's wrong with that?
I know. And then there was a lot in Sucker Punch. I don't know. I don't know what to think about. Like there were scenes in Rebel Moon where he's that character, that villain, the best villain out of the group that's still not great, gets like revitalized through stuff, and the stuff that was on him was not cool looking special effects. And now there's these great special effects with tentacles. I'm like, what the heck? I don't know.
The tentacles make you uncomfortable, Max?
Yes. I'm not there for the tentacle stuff.
But there are plenty of people who are.
Okay, that's great for you. I'm just saying the trailer looked good, but I just don't know who's gonna watch this anymore. Do you care anymore? Does the audience care?
I'm gonna watch it because that's what we do. We do review the movie and talk about movies, so we have to watch it.
I am going to support it, but honestly, it's probably putting something else in my back catalog that I want to get to. Like I probably want to watch The Boys, the new season that just ended first, but no, I said I'm not here for that tentacle stuff.
Max is here for the tentacle stuff.
No. Anthony Beltry says, I'm not looking for Zach animated series coming to Netflix. Sam Collins says, well, they marketed it as, that's the other thing that kind of annoyed me, is they marketed as the True Vision, and I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt that they were not trying to recreate the Snyder cut. You were on board with signing on for a different cut first. So the True Vision, I'm like, oh, this is really cheesy. But Sam Collins, Chipster92, why did Snyder waste everyone's time with the PG-13 cuts when him and Netflix could have just put his real versions from the start? They were never going to theaters, so what wouldn't be a factor? Here's another thing I'm thinking of. That maybe, and tell me what you all think of this. Netflix does not normally release on physical media their movies, right?
No.
Maybe that's in the contract for the original, but what about director's cuts of their stuff? Maybe that's a way for him to get it on physical media, is doing 2 cuts. The original is exclusive to Netflix, but maybe the director's cut could be on physical media. It's just a thought. I have no proof of that. I'm just saying there could be another reason that they're doing 2 cuts. Samir, no.
I love Samir.
No.
That's great.
No. So Taladia, we know you're on board for the R-rated cut, Taladia. Some not, yeah, it's very rare though, Degrassi.
I'm getting a phone call from Chris, the bipolar Jedi over here.
Okay. Tell him this is the only way he's getting on the Power Hour. Ha! No, I hope you're doing well, Chris. I know you're there with your mom. But Chris is trying to cheat the system and still get on the Power Hour. I see what you're doing. I see you, Chris. I see you, Chris. All right. So I honestly, chat, I'm going to put a poll up. Do you even care about the Rebel Moon director's cut anymore? I don't. I'm only covering because I've been in movie talk, but honestly, if I was just a normie out there, even though I liked Zach, let me see. Rebel Moon. I can't spell.
Hey, Max.
Yeah.
You have a request?
Yeah.
From a woman that's receiving cancer treatment right now. She wants to know if you could put the mask on for her, Chris's mother.
Okay.
If you could put the Dr. Doom mask on for her. So, what are we talking about here? Chris is always trying to get on screen. Really, Kings? Zeke, is there a moon in the movie? I have not seen a moon yet. Maybe 2. Degrassi anymore, never did. Anthony, hopefully the new person in charge of Netflix, the movie division, let him do his full movie because Army of the Dead didn't have
Is this what everyone wants?
Yes, the mask is back. Dr. Doom is back.
Now I have a goatee out the bottom of my glasses. Hello, Chris's mom. Thank you for bringing Chris into this world. We appreciate it most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
He's good 95% of the time.
Yeah. Okay. That really? Thank you. So am I supposed to
loves it.
Am I supposed to keep this on the whole show now?
Yes, please. Thank you.
You better thumbs up this video now.
Everybody thumbs up these videos. Max is going above and beyond to please the fans and the audience.
Yeah. Okay. Cal is even happy. I can't believe people want me to put. Am I that? Do I need a mask that bad? Is it that bad?
Because people just love you go harder when you have the mask on.
I don't go. I'm always hard. And I know your mother's watching, but that's the way. That's what you get. Listen, you said all. I am 42 and always hard. So there you go.
I am sorry, Chris's mom. I apologize.
I
apologize. Degrassi says Dan Lin has no love for Zack Snyder. That could be a problem going forward with Zack Snyder and Netflix.
Yeah. Melissa Cervantes, who's that? Hi, Melissa. We got all kinds of new. We got all kinds of new people.
She's on my channel, fan of my channel.
All right, cool.
Hey, Melissa, cool. Did you get your comic book that you won on my show last week?
Yeah.
Hope you did. And Chris said, if it's hot, you could take it off.
It's not that hot. It's just it's kind of weird now. I got used to talking without it. Exactly.
Nostalgia.
All right, I'm gonna take it off because it's hard to find these stories.
DL said, "Are you gonna wear the mask for Deadpool and Wolverine super duper spoiler stream?"
Maybe. When is it? I unfortunately have to be out of town.
The 30th.
I have to be out of town this weekend because my mother's like, you've been neglecting me and your dad, and you got to come and I have all these projects lined up for you. I got paint. I'm like, okay, I will, Mom.
Max's heart MMA moment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, congrats! Thank you for. Oh, I'm glad the comic book arrived to you safely. And please subscribe to Movie Madness Entertainment, Melissa. We have fun over here also.
Yes, I appreciate it. I would. I'm working on getting. I don't want to speak too much about it, but I'm working on getting 7K by the end of the year. Hopefully, I'm really trying hard. Subs.
Oh, okay.
We're at 6,500 right now.
We gotta work hard for that, Max.
Yeah.
We got to get you cards printed up, and we got to get you at Baltimore wearing a Dr. Doom mask.
Oh, you want me to cosplay there?
Yes, I want to cosplay in freaking Baltimore. Come on.
I don't know about that. All right, so getting back to the question, though, do you even care anymore about Rebel Moon?
Yes, I do.
Oh, this is bad.
What?
Holy crap, this is bad.
What's bad?
The results.
For what?
Zach has lost the general audience. I'm sorry. Here's the results. This is our chat.
Oh, you put a poll up? You didn't tell me?
I said you were busy. Rebel Moon Director's Cut. Do you still care? 67% say no. Only 33% say yes. And that's Talati on all his alts. No, I'm just kidding. No, I do think this does have some ramifications for Zach. At least he already has his project with the 300 at Warner Brothers again. So hopefully that's good. If that's not good, it's going to be rough for Zach. He's really got to regain. Listen, my hope for Zach is that he could get back into the theater, right? You cannot get back to the theater with this type of reception of your projects. He had all the momentum in the world after the Snyder Cut, and then Army of the Dead, and people were like, okay, we'll give him another shot. You know, I didn't love Army of the Dead. I liked Army of the Dead, but they were like, give him another shot. Then Rebel Moon.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Army of the Dead.
Yeah. Neither was I. I enjoyed it. It was fun, but
Wow, we
whatever.
agree on
It
something.
did not hold a candle to Dawn of the Dead,
No, not at all.
his remake. But with this type of reception, this is not going to get Zach back to the theatrical. And I think that's what he wants, right?
Well, as long as the money is coming in from Netflix, who cares where his movie lands?
Yeah. Poll is just haters. Talati, you can't call people just haters. There's people that don't spend all their day like dunking on Snyder fans that are just not interested. Sorry. Samir says, I care very much about this R-rated cut. The PG-13 BS, I don't. Samir also says the announcement and trailer didn't even trend on Twitter. Degrassi is...
Let's be real. Regardless if people are interested or not, they all going to watch it. We know this.
Well, he's back at Warner Brothers CGH, at least for the 300 project, as long as that goes forward. Okay, so enough of that. But I think that's very telling. I think you should learn. I think you should listen to people when they're willing to speak. I don't think it's just haters. Oh, you're gonna be at SummerSlam.
Oh, we should do a reaction trailer for SummerSlam. Reaction stream for SummerSlam. Oh, all right. I'll give you one of my topics that I was planning on doing tonight during my show. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me pull this up for you guys. Make a Eternals banner. Eternals 2 banner. Please.
Eternals 2?
Yes, make it Eternals 2 banner. So I can pull up the story.
Devin, I love you, bro. I want you back on the show. But the poll was about, do you even care about Rebel Moon since the Red Band trailer came out? So and yes, I want to have you on the show sometime soon, next couple weeks. Okay, let me get back to the banner. Let me make another
Eternals 2 canceled. Possible question mark. So while you were sleeping all weekend, Kevin Feige says there are no immediate plans for Eternals 2.
That doesn't mean
does that mean it's canceled?
No,
I think it does.
This is the same thing that I did back in the day on my channel when I said Rian Johnson's trilogy is canceled. This is Hollywood. It just doesn't move forward. They're not gonna say it's canceled. They're just gonna never start working on it again. It could be in develop. It's like the Kathy Kennedy excuse. Nothing's ever canceled. People are just busy. No, that's not true. Obviously, Eternals 2 is not a priority. They were busy. Eternals 2 is not a priority. I wish it was. I think it was a really good movie. I really do. The IMAX was great.
I never understood the hate for that movie.
This is like a Justice League movie. It really is. The Eternals are like the Justice League almost.
Yeah, we won't go that far. They're not on the same level as Justice League. Come on.
But they're not going to officially say canceled. No, they're just not going to put it as priority until it doesn't exist until it never moves forward. So Devin says, I think it's likely canceled. They're scaling back their productions a lot. I don't think there was ever an appetite for Eternals 2. I just don't think there's enough need to do a sequel right now. And once you get past a certain point, there's never going to be a need for it. If they were going to do it, it would have to be relevant right now to do it. Yeah. And I don't think it is.
No.
So I don't, again, this is Hollywood speak. So they don't use canceled a lot. You get a rare occasion where they say something's canceled. Usually there's no plans right now. We're busy with other things. It's not moving forward.
Yes. Just like they canceled Arkham Asylum and the GPD show. Done. Canceled.
I was upset. That was rare that they said it was canceled. Yeah. So the reason I think that happened though, Bruce, is because potentially some storylines may have been integrated into the Batman 2 or something else where it's not needed. That's my thoughts on it. That's the only that's usually, in my opinion, the only reason that they will officially cancel something is if it if there's a reason to say that. So with the Penguin coming out and Batman 2 suddenly starting to go on production sooner than it was, I also think that's a factor too. Can I be real? Matt Reeves, how I've said he takes a long time to do his projects. I think
I
they
think it's a
wanted
long
to.
time. You're
Okay,
just imagining that.
that's a different story. I was just saying that. But
No,
but now Batman 2 suddenly starting production the early next year, that makes me think they cleared up his schedule with other projects. So without those other projects going through the Gotham PD, the Arkham Asylum, it suddenly makes it more it makes it easier for them to start production on the Batman 2. And I honestly think that's the other reason they said canceled, you know.
and Melissa, though I thought they were going to introduce the Black Knight into. I thought so too. I like the Black Knight as a character.
Mhm.
I was disappointed when they didn't announce or get a production of Eternals too. I guess he'll maybe pop up where else? Secret Wars, maybe.
Yeah. I wanted to get to this as well. Sam Collins, and Bruce pointed this out. I missed it in the Deadpool trailer. This is probably what you'll get, his
not the
little
Deadpool
homage.
trailer, the Captain America
Captain
trailer.
America trailer. I didn't see the Eternals, the Celestial thing that Bruce saw. So yeah, they could still incorporate it in future stories, just like a throwback to the Eternals movie.
Oh, and Joker 3 already? You think they're working on Joker's 3, Degrassi?
I think that would be. I think now that you introduce Harley Quinn and Joker together, if it is like a perfect Joker and Harley Quinn together, we haven't really seen that on the big screen yet. We've got Joker and Harley Quinn, but not where they really, where you like really believed it. Like even the scenes with Margot Robbie and Jared Leto, I don't think you really got that Joker and Harley magic, that you got in the animated series.
Yeah.
If you see, look at this fool. Look at this fool Diao in the chat. You are the same mother effer that said don't make Joker 2. The same type of person. I love you, Diao. I'm just giving you a hard time. But if people listen to people like you, I want you to. Now I am going to put you on the spot. Did you say the same thing to Joker 2? Please no Joker 2. Be honest. Be honest. Please no Joker 3. Please no Joker 3. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to fans.
Oh, should I drop a spoiler for Deadpool and Wolverine?
Because there is no, you shouldn't.
You sure?
Yeah,
I could.
So there's also people that said you've killed Terminator, you've killed Predator, you've killed Alien, and now what do we get? Just let it rest. Just let it rest. That's what fans say. Now you get Prey, you get another movie in the Prey universe, and then you get Alien Romulus.
Well, I heard people say that they should just stop making comic book movies for 5 years, or stop making Star Wars for 5 to 10 years.
Austin,
is that
Joker 3?
When
that's that's a nice picture, you too, Austin. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bruce.
No, I'm just saying, when when people say you shouldn't have this, you shouldn't have that, and when they stop giving you things you want, then everybody gets upset. I don't think it's never a bad thing to get too much content. You're not forced to go watch it. You're not forced to go spend your money on it. Okay. So there are people that want to see these projects.
All right.
Maybe not you guys, but there are other people that help get it to over $1 billion.
Wait, let me actually. I got distracted. Sorry, Austin, because I'm now actually looking at your comment, and it's driving me insane. Joker 3 will just prove this is a soulless cash grab. 2 shouldn't exist. It's worse than the Venomverse. And I spit on the character. Are you trying to trigger me here, Austin? There is no world. I love you. I'm going to say that. But there is no world that Joker universe is in the same level as the Venomverse. I'm sorry. No, I didn't even catch at the end of his comment before. Wow.
And I agree
Here's
with
our hot
Rossi.
takes.
It's probably going to be movie of the year.
But I can't believe you said that. Props to you for a hot take, though. I love the confidence with that hot take. It's worse than the Venomverse and a spit on the character. A spit. And then Dial is like, I still don't want Joker 2. I didn't like the first Joker either. Bradley, I agree. Dial Joker 2 looks stupid. A third one would be even worse. Okay. Wow.
I agree with Strange Marvel. I like Morbius better than both Venom movies combined. I really did. I agree with you.
Yeah. I liked Morbius. The first half is going to be good.
What? Why would you be pissed if it makes more money than Deadpool? It's not like you have a stake in Disney. It's not like you have stocks. You're not only going to get dividends on the back of Deadpool. Come on. What does it matter if it makes more? Come on, DL. Get out of here.
Joker 2? You mean Joker 2?
Yes.
Are you a Marvel fanboy, DL?
Wow. I didn't know.
I don't know why
money gets people pissed. That makes no sense to me.
I don't think Joker 2 is going to make more money than Deadpool and Wolverine, though.
No.
Okay. All right.
Still gonna be a good movie.
Yeah.
The trailer looks amazing.
Yeah.
DL used to tattle on kids at school.
All right. Well, let's see what else I do want to review this because I do want to check on this because it
Damn you, DL. Damn you. Check on what? What are we checking on now?
Austin says it would be better if this was called Fleck or something, but this garbage they are doing trying to make Joker the sympathetic character so stupid. Okay. I kind of get I kind of get where you're coming from there. He's supposed to be a villain, right? He's not supposed to be, you're not necessarily supposed to be this sympathetic to a character with extreme mental illness.
But isn't his vision just deconstructing the Joker on a mental level? That's all it is. Mm-hmm. And it's a different take of the Joker that we're used to.
But at the same point, at the same point, Austin, we don't know if Joker doesn't get more villainous in this movie. We don't know where his mental state is or how, and that's going to be very interesting, right, Bruce? We don't know. Well, we don't know. We don't know that this Joker is going to be still sympathetic in the second, or if they do a third. We don't know where he's going to end up.
I doubt that all of a sudden he's going to get cured and become an anti-villain. That's not happening. Joker will never be an anti-villain. He's always a villain, and people complaining about the elements of music is hilarious to me, because if you notice the trailer, if you haven't seen it yet, you could tell that all of these musical numbers and singing is in their heads. So their delusion of psychosis is just slipping further and further into a black hole. Bam! Did I just say that? I said that.
Yeah. All right. Well, one of YouTube's biggest movie reviewers, which I've had criticisms of, because he says he won't review movies because it's hard to make movies. I think that's a cop-out.
Who?
Not that he. So here's it's complicated, because I had another movie reviewer.
How complicated is it?
Because there's another movie reviewer that I like that's become a director, Dan Trachtenberg, and he just stopped reviewing movies altogether.
Yes.
So the reason I have issue with Chris Stockman is he still reviews movies, but if there's a hard criticism, then he won't. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of lame. But I still give him ultimate respect for being a creative now. He is now attached to a distribution company for his movies. I think they're called Neon. Degrassi is also, I didn't know this. I was trying to get to the review. He's saying Shelby Oaks has shirt the bed with most festival critics. Okay. So I still give him utmost respect for putting himself out there. It's very rare that a first-time director is going to hit it out of the park the first time. It happens, but I didn't know. I would assume, since he has a distribution, contract now that there's got to be something to this movie. So it says Chris Stockman makes his directorial debut with Shelby Oaks, a horror film, which just got bought by Neon for a wide release. When Riley, a YouTube paranormal investigator, disappears, her older sister, Mia, frantically searches for her. So he's doing a YouTube story? That's interesting. I had no idea what Shelby Oaks is about. Of all the films premiering at this year's edition of the Fantasia Film Festival, very few have piqued the interest of genre films everywhere, but like Shelby Oaks, the feature directorial debut of YouTube film critic Chris Stuckman, who also wrote and co-produced the film. It was recently snapped up through a theatrical release. So what's the result? Sad to say, the hope that Shelby Oaks would be the next great horror debut was overblown. This is no meant as a slight against Stockman, who I must admit I know next to nothing about. I've only seen a handful of reviews, but he's struck me as a nice guy, personable guy. Shelby Oaks isn't terrible, but the decision to give this huge build-up and release seems to have been fully motivated by his internet notoriety. Oof. All right, so I'm not going to review the rest there, but they're suggesting it's based on below average. Okay, Degrassi was warning us. Below average. Let me see if there's any other reviews here of Shelby Oaks. Is it on Rotten Tomatoes? It's on Rotten Tomatoes. All right, let me bring up the Rotten Tomatoes too then. All right, here we go. It's sitting at 57. That's not horrible. That's not horrible. All right. Degrassi is saying I was right, or he was right.
Wait, you're never right, Max. Come on.
No, he was saying he was right. So
Oh, okay.
57 is not horrible, though. When a documentarian uncovers a disturbing new lead, a woman's desperate search for her long-lost sister falls into obsession when she becomes to believe the imaginary demon from their childhood may have been real all along. Ooh. Stop it, Rotten Tomatoes. Well, Stockman's work and livelihood is... There's only 7, so we might as well read all 7. Well, Stockman's work and livelihood as a film critic certainly shines through the genre. Inspirations derived from titles such as Lake Mungo. His anticipated debut fails to enrapture its viewers through atmosphere and compelling screen direction. Even if the film's closing moments are something of a fumble, the scenes set in the spooky cabin as well as the film's strong first hour confirm that Stockman is one to watch, particularly when the first-time director sets out on his own path. The filmmakers establish a convincing, intriguing reality with ominous overtones, making us anxious to find out who took Riley Brennan. Shelby Oaks was obviously written by a critic, one with a near legendary knowledge of the pop culture. This one seems like a super fan of Stuckman.
Yeah.
Allison, you're really showing your bias in this little clip it here. She does. She seems like a super fan with a near legendary knowledge of the pop culture archives, and it's directed with a palpable confidence that could lead to better things. Allison, I'm calling you out, girl, IndieWire. You're so showing your bias. A deeply unsettling view that never loses its sense of heart or humanity. It commits the cardinal sin of a horror film. It's not scary. Oof. It might be scary to me. I'm a horror noob. With multiple references and inspirations, most from 2000s horror. I actually was going to say, Degrassi doesn't know because he doesn't watch my channel, but I said this on my channel that Bruce had me watch Cruising, and there was a lot of horror movie vibes in there.
Yes,
it was really like a horror movie.
I just had I had my neighbor watch Cruising. It's actually on YouTube. The whole movie's on YouTube for free.
Okay.
And he texted me this morning, was like, wow, that was one of the best movies I've never seen. Mm-hmm. And he was just as confused about the ending as you.
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be one of those type of movies with ambiguous ending or conclude your own. I was like, oh, I thought, I don't want to give any spoilers. Well, I guess we can.
Yeah,
I was
Cruising is
expecting.
basically a slasher flick. That's what it is. It's
Yeah,
great.
I was expecting them to just cut or clear cut catch a killer.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting like, oh, what did you just watch? I wasn't expecting that. All right, and CJ Prince with multiple references and inspirations. Most of the 2000 horror Shelby Oaks is a dull and uninspired mishmash that's fussily directed and lacking in scares. I would give it a shot. I would go see it. Not that I would like if it was. I'll be real. If it wasn't for Chris Stockman, I probably would never see it.
Mhm.
The Al Pacino one that Billy Friedkin directed, Cruising. I don't know who directed it. Al
Yes.
Pacino's in it.
I believe it's Billy Friedkin. Yes, Al Pacino.
Degrassi, you're on. I actually want to watch videos explaining that movie. I haven't watched them yet.
I agree.
I don't know if I'm on that side yet because I was just shocked that there was a different side. I was like, oh wait, okay. Okay, so we're at an hour of power. What should we do now? Should we look on Twitter or something for a little bit?
I do have Twisters. A Twisters update. Actually, it has made. Let me bring this up. It has made earned 9.2 million yesterday, the biggest box office Monday for a live action film since Barbenheimer. Projected to pass 100 million domestically. This deserves it, no matter what the haters said before this movie's released. You can't have multiple.
And here's my.
And it's a franchise. It's a sequel prequel.
Yes. So here's my. We need these movies for the movie theater to thrive. Movie theaters, you know. Yeah. Look at Degrassi. This is the type of movie you go to the big screen on. See a big twister on the big screen. If Bruce didn't tire me out so much Saturday night, I would have saw Twisters. But I was exhausted after looking for comics.
What? We literally left your house at like 9:30. We didn't get back to like 6 because of all your driving and Pittsburgh traffic, which was horrible. And
that's why I like to do my hunting during the week. On the Saturdays, it's rough.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, the traffic in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Especially the areas we were in. Squirrel Hill and Monroeville. But that's great. I still want to see this movie. You should watch Sorcerer. Love Friedkin. Okay. Thanks, Bradley. I don't know. If you want to see a thought-provoking thriller, watch Bless the Child. Yeah, we were at Monroeville Mall, right where they filmed the Night of the Living Dead 2 or something. I forget what it's called. Yeah, Degrassi. Maybe if you came on my channel, I would invite you over. I'll show you around Pittsburgh. You're going to sleep now, Pika Shades. You need to wake up for in the morning. Okay, well, thanks for visiting the Power Hour. I actually have one more topic I want to cover.
What do you have? What do you got?
Because I think this is a good move. I think this is one of the best moves for Disney Plus. I think he's a cool character. I think he is under the radar of the normies.
Oh, shit.
But he could be maybe not on the level of Iron Man with Tony Stark, but I think he's a good character to invest in and a Disney Plus series. I'm guessing that Kevin Feige confirmed this on that Marvel podcast that people have been talking about. He showed up there. So Kevin Feige confirms Marvel is developing a Nova TV series. Now, before they were going to say, remember for a year or two ago, they were like, oh, no, these are going to be spotlights like Werewolf by Night. I don't know what happened because Werewolf by Night and Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, I thought were extreme successes for Marvel and Disney Plus, even more so than the some of the other Disney Plus shows.
Let me do a banner.
Okay.
There we go. Dick Ryder confirmed.
What, you?
You after this weekend.
I didn't know that's Nova's name. That's one of the
Richard Ryder, Dick Ryder.
Yeah. Good banner. But whatever happened to those Marvel special presentations, it's actually kind of disappointing to me, because like if you watch a lot of the Disney Plus shows like Star Wars and Marvel, a lot of the criticisms are that this could have been a movie. Like some of these are filler episodes, even with the Acolyte. I love the Acolyte, but I understand the criticism. Like this didn't need to be 6 to 8 episodes. This story could have been told in less. So did they potentially stretch a Nova special presentation into a series? It's possible. But
he also confirmed that there's a special presentation in development.
There is. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
yes.
Good. Because I like that format.
I don't think it was Nova.
Yeah, so this, if the rumors were true, this was originally going to be a special presentation. Now it's a series. Has confirmed that Nova TV series is in development for Disney Plus streaming service. I actually think, can I be honest? This is probably the reason he's probably doing this is classic Feige, just like when Warner Brothers was making BVS, Batman versus Superman, he gave Captain America Civil War a priority. So the Nova Corps, it's not exactly parallel, but there's similarities between the Grand Lantern series. A little bit. Right? So I think that's another reason that they may want to do this series, is because they are actively developing a Green Lantern series, right? Isn't this, it's not just one Nova, it's the Nova Corps, right? Green Lantern Corps, Nova Corps, right?
Yeah.
Why are you acting so oblivious to what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, Nova has always been a D-level character.
Some people say that about Green Lantern.
No, Green Lantern is like A tier. Stop.
No, Green Lantern is not A tier in the general.
Yes,
no.
What? Green Lantern is A tier character.
To me, I think he's become like a C or a B.
What?
Because of the Superman Justice League series. So I honestly think that's another strong reason to do this, to make this a series, is to compete with Warner Brothers, which competition is healthy and makes both better, you know? So let me actually get to the quote here to see what he says. More than 2 years have gone by since we heard that Marvel Studios had hired Moon Knight writer Sabira Perzada to develop a Disney Plus series that would center on the character Nova. Okay. Brad Winterbaum, the head of streaming television animation at Marvel, told the Phase Zero podcast, "We love Nova. We are in really early development of Nova." And then during an interview with comicbook.com, Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, has confirmed that a Nova TV series is happening. It's coming together. Since there has been more than one Nova in Marvel Comics, Feige also specified that the show will center on the Richard Rider version of the character, just like Bruce has said.
Which is weird. I don't know why they would go with Richard Rider and not Sam Alexander, but that's just me.
What is this? Jennifer Aniston's.
I don't know, but we got breaking news.
Well, okay. Before we get to that, I wanted to see what Degrassi was saying here, just real quick. The next special presentation is likely the last one, and it's probably another holiday-related outing. They are cost prohibitive. I think because streaming is watch numbers, so people don't rewatch them. Okay. So I'm very happy. Are you happy before we go to your breaking news, are you happy that you get some Dick Ryder and a Nova Disney Plus series?
I was hanging out with a Dick Ryder this weekend. Yes, I'm always happy for more content. You know me. I never
you're not like
something.
You're not like
why are they making this?
And do you think that Nova could be a bigger character than he is right now? I think he could. I think he could with the right setup, right presentation. I think it could be a good series.
I don't know. It could be, but You never know.
Because also we don't get a whole lot of series of characters that they don't build up in the movies first. That's another exciting part of this.
If they're gonna introduce Dick Ryder into the MCU, I hope they have a plan to take it more galactic focus.
Mhm.
You know, let's see some more of the alien race like the Shi'ar. I want to see Shi'ar in the MCU because the Shi'ar could tie into X-Men and a whole lot of other stuff. I want to see the Brood. Bring on galactic Marvel stories. That's what I want to see. I'm sick of Earthbound stories, blah blah, street level, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm. All right. And what is? Should I play the clip?
Yes,
We
play the
can't. We
clip.
can't. We can't because I'm on. Hold on a second. I got to switch
over. Don't you know how to use StreamYard?
Yes, I do.
Jeez.
Take that banner down, please.
I'll take it down.
Breaking news!
Apparently, we have the first reaction for Joker 2.
What? When is that coming out?
Unlikely source.
Who?
The president. Joker 2 is one of the most daring, brave, and creative films in recent American cinema. We were astonished. Our mouths were open at the end of the screening. Venice Film Festival chief Alberto Barbera, who has seen the film. This is not a celebrity. This is not someone that's a
Venice
paid
Film
shell.
Festival. These are pretentious people. Film festival people.
Pretentious people.
No, they are. They are. But film festival critics are the most pretentious
film
ones.
of the year. Film of the year.
Okay, can you make the image bigger?
Sure.
Click on the image there, because I've never seen this image yet. Maybe it's in the new trailer. I don't know.
The trailer.
Oh, that's great. Look at that Harley Quinn. Joker 2 is going into competition at Venice. That's great. I'm loving this.
The first one won the Venice Festival, correct, Degrassi?
Honestly, you could not have picked a better Harley Quinn in my book as Lady Gaga. I'm a huge fan of her acting career.
Range is incredible.
And she has enthusiasm that most of Hollywood actresses don't have this type of enthusiasm for going.
She reminds me of the actresses in the golden age of Hollywood, the 40s and the 50s.
Yeah, she's just so happy to get each role, and she really goes for it each time. Austin Lien says, so the same people that gave the first one the best film prize. Yeah, totally trust them. Yeah, I do.
It lived up to the expectations, didn't it?
Joker 1 lived, yes. Some movies only screen at Venice. The best movies go into competition at Venice. Okay. Austin, I would love to do a spoiler review with you when Joker 2 comes out to see if you changed your mind. I would love to. And Bradley, now that Bradley's doing the Z's. Her performance looks really? What? Oh my goodness. Cal.
What?
Okay. Anthony Cheeseman says it just feels like Lady Gaga playing Lady Gaga.
How do you get that from her not even doing any lines and just emoting?
You don't know where this takes place in the context of the story. Like, this might be early on. She's just doing the eye makeup there. We'll see.
You know, I don't see Deadpool being shown at Venice.
Just Austin says
it's not going to win any Oscars.
Okay.
So
the first review is in from a Venice Film Festival critic. He says, while keeping the picture up, tell us what it says again. Don't minimize it. Can you see?
No, I cannot see it.
Okay.
I'll bring it up in another.
Yeah, he says the ending will surpass expectations or blow your mind or something to that effect. I still didn't see Parasite. I didn't see Chris.
He said, "We were astonished. Our mouths were open at the end of the screening. It is one of the most daring, brave, and creative films in recent American cinema."
Mouths were on the floor, astonished.
Yes.
One of the most daring films in American cinema. That's not saying it's a great comic book movie. That's saying it's cinema,
Yes.
like Martin Scorsese. It's cinema.
Cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know if people know this if you haven't watched the trailer. Apparently, Harvey Dent is in the movie.
Ooh. Played by who?
I don't know.
I haven't seen Parasite. It was like always on my to watch list. I just didn't do it. One isn't a trying hard film copying other much better ones. Comic movies don't need to win Oscars. That's incredibly naive. That just tells me they haven't watched much American cinema. The Venice Film Festival is a movie critic that doesn't watch films. Where have you been? I'm a movie talk person, and I'm trying to do more movie reviews, starting with VHS. Although I will do a first reaction out of Deadpool and Wolverine on Thursday. Okay, so it's been an hour. I appreciate you all being here,
and I'm actually growing bored of your chat.
What?
They have the worst takes ever.
No,
trying to be edgy in the chat. Wah. Contrarian.
No,
let's go. Time to go?
No, Bruce.
Time to go?
Don't attack my chat and then end the show.
Why not? I do it all the time. We love you, Taladia.
I appreciate all of you watching. Do not listen to Bruce.
Yeah. These are people I
love your hot takes.
Oh, and the Joker 2 is 2 hours and 18 minutes.
2 hours, 18
Perfect runtime for cinema. All right, this is when we need perp on the panel.
I'm messing it up. I'm doing the wrong thing here. Hold on. I got to change it back to the Power Hour.
Power Hour?
We will see you. Thursday, we're not going to have a Power Hour because I'm going to see Deadpool and Wolverine. So we'll see you next week, probably.
Yes.
Because I got to go do some yard work at my mother's tomorrow. She's like complaining. So we will see you next time.